The spotlight shines, the crowd roars, contracts flooding. Life feels invincible. But what happens when the applause stops? I am talking to you, athletes, musicians, entertainers, or anyone whose income increases fast and very early in the career. Your income goes up like a rocket, but suddenly gravity kicks in. Namaskar, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Arindam. I am a registered financial advisor and a very keen student of behavioral finance. For the last 2 years, I have very deeply researched professionals who are navigating unpredictable incomes, whether they are from stage or sports or any other fields of entertainment. I studied what separates those who stay rich and those who look rich only for a while. Authors like Patricia Boyce, in her book Winning the Money Game, a financial playbook for athletes, and Jonathan Clements, in his book How to Think About Money, explain one thing only, that talent makes you famous, but habits makes you wealthy. As Boyce writes in her book, that you cannot outrun your bad money habits even with the Olympic speed. And Brian Portnoy in Geometry of Wealth says that wealth is not a number, it is a feeling of funded contentment. And that is what we are going to discuss and design here. If you are from athletics or sports or entertainment, this episode is for you. It is going to give you a lot of insight about how you need to manage your money. So stay with me throughout the video. Every year, thousands of athletes retire in their 30s, not because they want to, but their body says enough. Many of them face what the psychologists call identity crisis. Income gone, fame fading, bills rising. As if they will say, एक वक्त था जब हर फोन कॉल पैसा लाता था, अब साइलेंस भी महंगा लगता है. इन बंगाल एज वी से ঋতু পরিবর্তন হবেই. Every season will change. How bright the summer is or how sweet the winter is. The question is how we can make your upcoming season better. Most sports or entertainment careers have a short income span, like 5 to 10 years. Then uncertainty comes. The smart ones, they plan during their peak years for the post peak years. Example, Mahendra Singh Dhoni converted match income into business equity. LeBron James built a family office for maintaining his wealth. Serena Williams turned her brand into a venture capitalist firm, Serena Ventures. Different names, but same principle. You earn like a storm, but you invest like a monk. That is what cash flow discipline is all about. There is an old saying in cricket, all of you know it, that form is temporary but class is permanent. Financial life এও সেই একই জিনিস চলে. Financial life में भी same rule चलती है. Your income may peak for a few years, but what you do with it, that will decide whether you leave behind a legacy or your fame will remain visible only as long as the headline remains fresh. Let me give you one quick example. Let us imagine two players. Both are very talented and both are very hardworking. उनमें से एक 10 साल खेले, कुछ नहीं सेव किए और ऐसे स्पेंड किए कि देख के लगा कि उनका इनकम कभी बंद होने ही वाला नहीं है. दूसरा सिर्फ 5 साल खेले, वो इन्वेस्ट किए, इंश्योर किए और अपना वेल्थ को डाइवर्सिफाई किए. Now decide for yourself, who among these two players will be still scoring when the lights go off and the cheers stop. এটাই হচ্ছে ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল প্ল্যানিং এর পাওয়ার. দিস ইজ দ্য পাওয়ার অফ ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল প্ল্যানিং. Long after you have played your last innings, the match will still go on. Now let us quickly do a reality check. Today, BCCI contracted Indian male players. They earn anything between 1 crore rupees per year to 7 crore rupees per year. And the match fees, the endorsements, the IPL earnings, these are all separate. So, top tier players, they'll be earning anything in between 30 crores to 50 crores a year. Now, if you look at the top tier female cricketers like Smriti Mandhana or Harmanpreet Kaur, they earn from the contract around 50 lakhs rupees a year and another 1 to 2 crore from the endorsements and other things. फीमेल क्रिकेटर्स इससे ज्यादा भी अर्न कर सकते हैं, इससे कम भी अर्न कर सकते हैं, डिपेंड करता है हाउ दे आर प्लेस्ड, whether they are pros or they are beginners, like that.
But the fact remains that the process of financial planning that is followed for the male cricketers who are the high earners, that does not change much for the low earners like the female Indian cricketers or people coming from other sports which are not earning that much. The foundation of the plan, that how you save your money, how you invest your money, how you insure yourself, that is protect your money, that remains the same. But the layout, the composition, that changes. किरकम पार्थक्य है लेआउटेर, कैसा डिफरेंस होता है दोनों में? Someone like Dhoni, he might be concentrating on tax efficiency, estate planning, and the emerging cricketer needs to concentrate more on the protection side or more on the cash flow balance side. But the goal remains identical, that is to convert your peak earning career into a lifelong financial independence. And that is where the game is truly won. Smriti Mandhana, brand ambassador of PNB MetLife, is a great example of how one can leverage brand partnership while staying at the peak. আমি কি শিখেছি গত 2 বছরে, and what do I do for the peak earners? I use what is called the 4 bucket model. The first bucket is called the liquidity bucket. In this bucket, we will keep money handy for the downtime, and we will keep money in liquid mutual funds, in FD, in short-term bonds, things like that. The second bucket will be the guaranteed and the tax efficient bucket. কিরকম জায়গায় টাকা থাকবে? PPF, deferred annuity, so that you protect your post retirement phase. Third bucket will be the growth bucket. এখানে ইনভেস্ট করা হবে equity mutual funds এ, in index funds, in international funds. And the fourth bucket will be the opportunity bucket. What will come here? Brand collaborations, royalties, small ventures, things like that. But the exposure will be limited and be very well documented. There are certain rules, and if you follow them, you will manage your money very successfully. Like what? Number 1, auto transfer 40% of your every earning into investment. Number 2, no second luxury car till the post career investment target is reached. Number 3, annual wealth review with an advisor, if possible half yearly financial review. And number 4, involve your parents or spouse. They are your emotional auditors. Morgan Housel, in his very famous book The Psychology of Money, said something very important. Wealth is not what you see. Wealth is actually what you do not see. Wealth is the car those are not bought. Wealth is the watches not worn. Wealth is the silence after saying no. As a financial advisor, I design income that do not stop when your career stops. SWP will start from the mutual fund investments, from the deferred annuities, from the small business investments that you make. The goal is to get freedom from active income, earning but not working. As famous financial behaviorist Carl Richards puts it, clarity is the antidote to fear, and planning is clarity in action. I have studied this field very deeply, and from my experience of working and studying, I can tell you that even a small peak income can fund a full lifetime. If you are from the sports industry or if you are from the entertainment industry, and if you have any question, feel free to write to me. There is also a link in the description which will give you access to a 20-minute free financial health checkup. You can also avail that if you want to, only strategy discussion. Because I believe your income might have a peak, but your wealth does not need to have a peak. এই ভিডিওটা আমার একটা প্লেলিস্টের পার্ট। এরপরে इसके बाद there will be a series of 10 videos on peak income careers, जिसके हेडिंग्स है मैं आपको पढ़ के सुनाता हूँ। Why high earners often end up broke, episode 1. Convert your 5-year peak into lifelong wealth, episode 2. Building your financial pyramid, episode 3. Controlling lifestyle inflation, episode 4. Smart split formula, episode 5. Turning cash into capital, episode 6. Protecting the peak, episode 7. Creating passive income, episode 8. Building a legacy system, episode 9. And crafting your personal wealth playbook, episode 10. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा है, যদি ভালো লেগে থাকে, if you think I have been able to add some value to your thought process, please subscribe, please share with people who may like to view this, because applause may fade but your happiness doesn't have to. নমস্কার।